Good day everyone, this is Just Arquilumangad, a BSN Mathematics graduate of Cebu Normal University. I will be your teacher in this video. And before you proceed in watching this video, I hope you are already familiarized with sets. Why? Because we will be solving word problems involving sets. Now Venn diagrams can be used in solving this problem and I will be using it in this video and we will only be focusing on 2 or 3 sets. Let's have word problems with 2 sets first. So this is a Venn diagram showing 2 sets. Let's have example 1. So give the number of elements in the regions marked 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the figure earlier. When n of u is 100, n of a is 30, n of b is 40, and n of a intersection b is 12. So for the solution, I will give you 3 steps. So for my step 1, we have to identify the given. So from the previous problem, this problem, our given are n of u, n of a, n of b, and n of a intersection b. Now I just have to write or list all the given. Proceed to step 2. Our step 2 is to draw a Venn diagram with 2 overlapping sets. We will just use the figure earlier, so this is the figure earlier, and proceed to step 3 or the last step, which is to fill the number of elements. So in this figure, the first thing to do is to substitute the universal set. So our universal set was given, which is to be 100. After that, we have to get the region 3. So region 3 is just as equal as the intersection of n of a of b. So this is the intersection. So region 3 is 12. Therefore, that region is 12. For the rest of the regions, for region 2 and region 4, so let's start with region 2. So region 2, we just have to subtract the intersection or the region 3 from the total number of elements of A. So given that n of A to be 30, we just have to subtract it with 12, which is equal to 18. Therefore, region 2 is 18. For region 4, we just have to do the same thing in region 3, which is to subtract the total number of elements to the intersection. Therefore, 40 minus 12 is equal to 28. Therefore, region 4 is 28. For the last region, which is region 1, we just have to add all the elements inside the circle, which is 18, 12, and 28. Subtract it from the universal set, which is 100. So 100 minus 18 plus 12 plus 28. So 100 minus 58, the total should be 42. Therefore, this region should be 42. Okay, that is very easy. Now let's try solving example 2. Of the 150 students in grade 7 at Silliman High School, 45 are in the orchestra, 65 are in the concert band, and 20 are in both the orchestra and the concert band. Now, there are 3 questions. For question 1, how many students are only in the orchestra? Question 2, how many students are only in the concert band? Question 3, how many students are not in both? Not in both orchestra and not in concert band. Again, for the solution, we will use the 3 steps. Step 1, identify the given. Let's go back to the problem. So the given here are 150 students, 45 in the orchestra, 65 in the concert band, and 20 in both. We have to list all the given, but we have to make this into mathematical terms. So 150 students stands for the universal set. So we have n of u to be 150. Let's have O of the orchestra and C for the concert band. So n of O should be 45, n of C should be 65, and the both here stands for the intersection of the orchestra and the concert band. Therefore, n of O intersection C is 20. proceed to step 2. We have to draw a Venn diagram with two overlapping sets. So if these are the Venn diagram, so we have two circles, overlapping circles, and we have U. So O stands for the first circle and C for the second circle, and both here is the intersection. Orchestra only, which means this region here should not be included. Sorry for the drawing. So this intersection here should not be included in orchestra and on concert band. For step 3, we have to fill the number of elements. So the first thing to do again is to substitute U. So U should be 150. Now again, for the second step, we have to fill the both or the intersection. So given that n of O intersection C to be 20, so the both here should be 20. Okay. Now the next thing to do is to find the orchestra only and concert band. Now to get the orchestra only, we just have to subtract the intersection from the total number of elements in O. We know that n of O is 45. Now we just have to subtract it with 20, so we get 25. Now orchestra only should be 25. For the concert band, the same thing. We just have to subtract the intersection from the total number of elements in the concert band. So the concert band is 65 minus the intersection to be 20, we get 45. Now concert band only is 45. The last thing to get is neither. So neither, they are not in orchestra, neither on concert band. Now we just have to get 150 or the universal set minus all the total of elements inside the circle. Now the total number of elements inside the circle is just the sum of 25, 20, and 45. So 150 minus 90, we will get 60. Therefore, neither there is 60. Okay, so we're done with solving word problems with 2 sets. How about word problems with 3 sets? So this is different from 2 sets, of course. So in this diagram, Venn diagram showing 3 sets. So there are more regions and there are 3 overlapping circles. Let's have example 3. So give the number of elements in the regions 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on in the figure earlier when n of U is 100, n of A is 30, n of B is 40, n of C is 35, n of A intersection B is 12, n of A intersection C is 14, n of B intersection C is 15, and n of A intersection B intersection C is 3. For the solution, let's use again my steps. So step 1, we have to identify the given. Going back, we will get the given are U, n of A, n of B, n of C, the intersection of the 2, and the intersection of the 3. So I have to list, and these are the list of all the given. Okay, for step 2, we just have to draw a Venn diagram with 3 overlapping sets. So this is the figure. For step 3, we just have to fill the number of elements. So if this is the figure, the first thing to do to fill it is to fill the number of elements or the universal set. So universal set is said to be 150. After that, we have to get the intersection of the 3 circles. So the intersection which was given is n of A intersection B intersection C to be 3. So this region or region 7 is basically just 3. So that region there is 3. Next, for region 6, it is just the number of elements or the intersection of B and C. We have to discard the A. So just focus on B and C, the intersection there, minus the intersection of the 3. Okay, so this part is just n of b of c minus 7, region 7. So n of b of c was given, n of b of intersection c is 15, minus 3, we have 12. So that region there is 12. The same way in getting the region 5, we just have to subtract the intersection from the given intersection of n and b. We get 12 minus 3 to be 9. So that region there is 9. For the last, we have region 4. So region 4 is just the 7. Okay, so region 7, we just have to subtract it from the intersection of A and C. So n of A intersection C was given, which is to be 14, minus 3, we get 11. So that region there is 11. Okay, we have 4 unknowns, right? So these regions, to get region 3, is just basically the total number of elements in C. Okay, just focus on C, okay? So C minus the total number or the total elements here inside C, okay? Inside C only. So and inside C we have 11, 3, and 12. Okay, so we have to sum it and subtract it from 35. So 35 was given, the total number of elements of C, minus 26, the sum. So we get 9. So 9 there is region 3. Very good. Now for regions 2, the same way, the total number of elements in B minus the elements here, which is 9, 13, and 12. Now 40 minus the total is 24. So the final answer is 16. Therefore, B there is, region 2 is 16. For region 1, again, we have to subtract the total number of elements, 2, 9, 3, and 11, because these are inside A. So we get 30 minus 23 is 7. So that there is 7. Now for the last thing, we have region 8. It's very simple. We just have to subtract n of u to the all the regions there. And these regions are inside the circle. So 150 is the universal set minus 7, 9, 16, 11, 3, 12, and 9 should be equal to 67. So 150 minus 67 is 33. Therefore, region 8 there is 33. Now, that's all for today. Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu.